Hey guys, what's up guys, and welcome back, of course, to another video. So I know many of you guys are probably asking me, what have you been doing this past time? I've seen a lot of videos that have been kind of recycled, you know, like what's going on with that? What is Barraspalooza, you know, because I saw it in your bio. What, you're throwing events now? Let me know, bro. Now I'm gonna be answering all of these questions and more. This was my experience organizing events from zero, from having no experience to actually throwing events, booking venues, you know, actually being an event planner. Let's go. Before anything, I just want to say that nothing in life is given to you. If you want it, guess what? You gotta go and get it. So a little summary, you know, just to make it super easy, quick and simple, is that there's this big movement in Latin America about rap battles. They make events so big that they could even fill up a whole American Airlines arena. Don't believe me? Look at this. This shit is fucking packed. And of course, in the culture, you know, of like Spanish, you know, they obviously call these type of things batallas de rap, which translates to rap battles. So when I discovered this movement, I loved it. I even tried to compete in local events, you know, here in Miami. Yes, in the United States, they also throw rap battles in Spanish.
Ustedes tres son solo unas perras. Su nivel tan malo a mí me aterra. Yo soy como Ares porque soy el dios de la guerra.
Hermano, yo soy hermano, soy como Hércules. Vengo acá a matarte como si fueras un monstruo. No me importa si vienes del coliseo. Vengo a ganar esto, parcero.
Hey papi, pero tú no puedes rapar como yo. Yo sí me cago en su cara hoy. Obviamente son una mierda. Yo soy Alex. O me trabé o no.
Now, as you can see, I wasn't the best, you know, I was barely rhyming, you know, and my content, you know, when it came to rhymes, when it came to freestyling, it wasn't the best. So, of course, I had no other choice but to practice. Now, in that video, of course, it was basically COVID. So nobody would like gather around, you know, and like rap battle, you know, because it was fucking COVID. So, of course, I had to practice online. And yes, this movement is so big that even if, let's say, you don't wanna like rap battle in person, you could even do it online. Like there's people literally organizing events online. So since I saw many brands, you know, like actually like throwing events, you know, online, I was like, damn, I should make my brand. And that brand is this. Barraspalooza. Boom, I brought my friend, you know, into the project and he started to help me. One thing led to another and then we began to throw events in person. Now, I'm not gonna lie, before us throwing events, you know, here in Miami, we had no experience whatsoever on what it's like, you know, to actually like throw an event, you know. However, I'm a YouTuber, you know, like you guys know that I know my shit. And of course, I knew like basically what the planning is. So number one, of course, is the marketing. The marketing is essential if you wanna throw an event, you know, and for people to attend your event, the marketing has to be impeccable. One thing that you gotta ask yourself, you know, if you're gonna throw an event, is like, why do people want to be in your event? What are you bringing that people are gonna wanna consume? So basically, what are you selling? For this part, of course, we made a commercial, you know, boom, as super good as attention grabber, you know, to bring the attention of the people, you know, who are like in the culture to wanna come to our events. So inside of Barraspalooza, there was the Copa de Oro, which was basically a national competition of rap in Spanish here in the United States, of course. And was it appealing? Of course, appealing to everybody, appealing to the movement. So boom, marketing one. So number two is the actual event. You know, what are you bringing? What are you gonna put to the event so the event could run as smooth as possible? So booking the venue, get the equipment such as the mics, the mixer, the DJ table, even visuals, because you want to make your event good, right? The format of the event, basically what is the event gonna be about, you know, how is it gonna go, etc. So let's go in parts. For the booking of the venue, me and my friend went to Wynwood, which Wynwood is a very known city, you know, for parties and art. And what did we do? We literally started knocking on doors, asking the club owners, of course, if we could throw our event in their venue. Now, I'm not gonna talk about negotiations, because for that, there's school. I'm not a fucking professor, I'm just a YouTuber, but if you wanna learn negotiation skills, and like basically that, you can go to school. But the main point about a negotiation is, of course, to be able to throw your event without losing money. And if you could make money, I mean, that's the fucking goal. Who doesn't like money? The visuals. So of course you need somebody, that knows videos, or knows how to use a program so that you could actually show, for example, PowerPoint presentations, timers, effects, And since I'm a YouTuber and I know my shit, I was the one taking care of visuals. You need a photographer, somebody that takes good as fucking pictures, You're not gonna want someone, who's gonna take pictures like this, because it's not gonna look appealing. You're gonna want somebody that takes pictures like this, of course. Number 5, you need a filmer, somebody, that films, Of course, you guys know that I'm a YouTuber and I could fucking film, but I cannot divide myself into 2 or 3. You also need to come up with the format, of course, step 1, 2, 3, 4, so that the event could go smooth. And like I said, let me tell you, this is not a one-person job. Of course, if you want to throw an event, you're not gonna be one person and you're gonna get a lot of people, to like work for you, Of course, this is a fucking, you need a team for this. Now, you guys know that I'm a YouTuber, and like I edit, and like I know my shit, But I'm not a fucking genius, alright? Like I don't know much about sound, but the sound is essential in an event. You need good sound. Actually, matter of fact, in my opinion, the sound is the most important thing in an event. Especially in an event where it involves mics, a lot of constant change, of people, performing, which was basically, the rap battles itself. And when worrying about the sound, it's not only worrying, about like changing this or that or just putting the volume. Like you need an actual sound engineer, somebody who's gonna make sure that the sound is gonna be smooth throughout the whole event. Somebody who's gonna be on the mixer, because not everybody performs the same. Some people, for example, at least where I was, some people rap like and then someone does blah blah blah, like it's fucking hard, And of course you need somebody, to be there, that is the sound engineer. You need a good DJ, a good DJ, who actually knows his shit, who knows what cables goes into what. And that is only, of course, if your event involves music. Like if it's a music event, you need a good DJ. And at least for the events that I used to throw, you need a laptop that goes into the DJ set, and from the DJ set that goes into the mixer, and from the mixer to goes into the speakers. And the size of the venue matters a lot. If you don't have a sound system, let's say in the venue, and you gotta put in your own, like I said, you need a sound engineer. And you need, for example, in the rap battles, when they're like rapping, they need to hear themselves, like if you're gonna have somebody performing, they need a return speaker, so that the rappers could listen to themselves. Unless, of course, if the dimensions of the place work. But if they don't work, which is a lot of times, you obviously need return speakers. So basically, it's a lot of shit that goes into throwing an event that, of course, if I'm a visitor and I don't know, damn, like, I'm not gonna know, But like me, for example, that went from not knowing shit to learning a lot, damn, like, it's a lot of shit that goes into throwing an event. Now, if you're an organizer and you have a budget to spend and you know how to distribute it correctly, perfect. But if you have a low budget, or basically no budget, meaning that things are coming out from your pocket with no profits, you have a toxic community, how do you plan to advance? There is no way. And that is what basically Barraspalooza was. I threw a total of 6 events here in Miami with my friend. And let me tell you, personally, our first event was a success. We literally had everything, boom, impeccable.
¿Cuánto tiempo que duró el maldito de la bola? Mamá huevo, yo no entiendo, aquí la rima se controla. Este maldito no es tan bueno, no la descontrola. Duro solo 30 segundos para ti jalarte bola. No la encima que este tipo va para ti. No puedes conmigo, mano, yo te mato encima el beat. Le ganaste 3-0, pero no has ganado a mí.
Our first event was a success, but the rest, of course, due to the things that I just told you about, all of our events, coming from our first event, for example, the second, third, and fourth, they were all declining. They were all going downhill. Why? Apart from lacking experience, there was many issues that I had internally with my partner, which led to a lot of discouragement, at least from my part, of wanting to keep on throwing more events. And of course, that also contributed to the downfall, at least on in-person events, of Barraspalooza. The experience as a whole is a fucking experience, let me tell you. Throughout the whole process, I learned like crazy, like I just said, I literally went knocking on doors, to events, to like getting this and that and that and that. Like there was it was a lot. And the feeling of throwing an event, and like actually throwing it, and like the event, having the event, and the event ended up being a success. You get a feeling that has no price. You literally feel like, damn, like what a good ass fucking event I threw. Like damn, like this is what I want to fucking dedicate to. But of course, that was only on our first event. However, with that I'm telling you, there's a lot of dedication that must come through it, a good organization, an encouraged audience, but we had only one of those, and that was dedication. And the dedication literally fell apart, at least from my part, after I saw that the events, they were declining, and I was like, fuck this. Now, would I ever go back into planning events? I would if I had a good organization, with like an actual team that everybody knows their shit. And of course, if I was getting paid. If I'm not getting paid, what the fuck am I doing? If I had to rate the experience, I would rate the experience as a 9. Why a 9? Because of course I learned so much in the process. Now, if you ask me to make videos or throw events, I'm gonna tell you, I wanna make videos. Why? Because that's what I like doing. I've been doing YouTube so much. I'm not gonna fucking throw that away, for making events for people that don't even wanna watch. No, impossible. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, like, comment, subscribe, and click that bell icon, because if you do not click that bell, might as well, you're just not even subscribed. Follow me on Instagram, at AlvaroX9. And now, why I was recycling videos, of course, I was worrying so much on like some other shit that of course I cannot divide myself into 2 or 3, like I just can't do it all. However, the experience of it all was awesome. I have met so much talents from Colombia, Peru, Argentina, the United States, from literally everywhere, and my takeaway out of that is that I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I met all of these people, that so much talents that you think I would have met them if I wasn't doing this? No, fuck no. So of course, I'm happy for that. Now you know about my side hustle, Barraspalooza, and of course, some of the process, of course, because I didn't even touch the online. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace, baby. Boom.